Hey everybody, me and my mom are fixing to make some chicken detox soup.
Yes, it's one of our favorites, and this is a super simple soup to make. The most time that it takes is cutting up everything, because there's a lot of things. So we have cabbage, and baby girl's gonna start cutting everything up. We got cabbage, we have some carrots. I'm gonna kind of show everything that we have here. We got some organic carrots. We got some green beans. We got some organic celery hearts. I would say probably at least like half of that cabbage, half of a head of cabbage, a whole sweet onion. We're gonna put like 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. This is my first time to try these from Walmart. It's like fresh and peeled already, so just a time saver, because a lot of times I'm smashing them and cutting them and everything up. And like I said, this does take a while to cut everything, especially if it's just one person. So usually I get baby girl here, Macy, and Dad to help. So we're gonna, I would say, I usually do about 4. I make a big pot of this, because even our boys like it, the 10-year-old twins. They like it, and we just all love it. And it's like, it gets better as the days go by. So, you can just kind of throw the trash in here and I'll get it up later. And then we're gonna do, you can either do like a couple of these big red bell peppers, or like I do that and then I only had 1, so I'm just gonna add in some of these little peppers. And then I got 4 stalks here of the celery, and about half of that little bag of green beans. So probably, I mean, it'll end up, once you kind of cut it up, it'll probably be in about a cup. And then out in my garden, I have some thyme. Here's some thyme and oregano and rosemary. Not very much rosemary, but this is just a few that's left over, you know, for the winter once it's cold and stuff. So rosemary, thyme, and oregano. And I just picked them out of the garden, so I'll put a little bit of that in there, and then I'll add in a bunch of different seasonings and stuff. We'll get to that here in a few minutes. But
Can you hand me the pot?
just chop it up small.
Will you hand me a pot?
Yeah. So I said yeah. What I do with it? Oh. Actually, I don't know where the inside of my Instapot is right now. I actually got the boys to help do the dishes. So there's the top. Anyway, I'll find it in a minute. Just stick it in here for right now, and I'll transfer it over. But this is actually, I was gonna say, we do this in the Instapot. I've learned that just, if you kind of throw everything in there and literally put it in the Instapot for 35 minutes, and it's gone. So once it's literally like just cutting up a bunch of stuff, dumping all in there, and then do it, and it is so good. And when you're sick, what do we like?
Chicken detox soup.
Yes,
It's my favorite.
Yes, it's got so many good like herbs and vegetables and other things in it, and it is super good, and it makes you feel better when you're sick. One time when COVID first came out, or whatever, a long time ago, when I lost my whole entire flavor, taste, and everything in my mouth, the first thing I could taste was chicken soup, and so that just kind of sold me. And so I just really love it, and especially if I get something sinusy or cold, things like that, it's really good. And Jeremy, Dad, is picking up the chicken
And bone broth.
and some bone broth for me, because I'll use like the bone broth concentrate, because a lot of times I use boneless, skinless chicken breast, and so bone broth is really good for you. So I'll show y'all that later whenever he gets that home, but it is really good for you too, and he's picking that up, so we can add that later. It doesn't matter which ingredient you throw in here first. We just kind of get started, and a lot of times he's cutting the chicken while I'm getting the herbs and starting on that, and she's cutting something and I'm cutting something. And even the boys, we have them little we got them some of these little kids nice like this off of Amazon, and they'll put up stuff too. They like it. So, and then like I said, they'll even eat it. One of them likes kind of all of it, and the other one likes just kind of to eat the chicken with a little bit of juice out of it, which is still good. So, all right.
I wanted this real bad, so I'm here on my lunch break to help cut stuff up.
That's right. She came on her lunch break. She just ate we had some leftover tacos, and she ate some of that. And I'm just gonna kind of throw these herbs over in whatever, just cut it up whenever you're cutting up whatever. Just cut up everything kind of small, because you know the boys, they'll eat it better if it's small. And I like them to eat it. But they're very picky. The boys are very picky. When Macy was little, she's about to be 22 in March. It's crazy. She's my oldest. And when she was little, I mean, she ate everything. I mean, I remember us even going out, like when it would be storming, and we would sit on the front porch, and what we eat?
Carrots and cauliflower and Catalina.
With Catalina dressing, so yummy. But I remember when she was little, she would eat anything, cabbage, greens, and stuff, all that stuff. She still eats all that. And we might need to cut this up a little bit more. Let's go ahead, go with that. That's fine. But it'll be easier, I guess, to pick it out. But Judo will eat some of it, just not big chunks. But the boys, though, on the other hand, they're like a little bit more like. Oh yeah, we gotta cut this up right here.
I am.
Yeah, make sure you cut that small. Jeremy was a little more picky when I first met him, and so they're a little more picky, I think, like him. Which I will say, I was picky when I was younger too. Like, she was less picky than me, but I guess I helped. I wanted her not to be healthy, so I started introducing her to stuff. Okay, so. So, anyways, we just all love this soup, and like I said, it's a perfect time to do it. It's kind of cold, and a lot of sickness is going around, and all those kind of things, and so we just really like it. So much so that, like she says, she's here on her lunch break. But I have been finding out, like, the boys are getting a little less picky as I started cooking herbs and stuff in taco meat and trying to introduce things in a different way, and you know, they think my tacos are the best.
They are the best.
Oh, thank you, baby girl. So, you know, they're learning to taste those different flavors that, you know, some kids won't like even try at all. I don't put a lot of rosemary in there because it is very, you know, very strong, and I don't like it to be. I just put a few little cloves, whatever they're called. Actually, I don't even know what they're called.
I forgot.
Brands in there.
I don't know if you heard me say it while ago, but I'm out of rosemary besides that one little twig you gave me to grow.
Did you put it in your
simmer pot?
It smell good?
It smells real good. I did one yesterday after I cleaned my house. It was a half an apple, a half a lemon, a twig of rosemary, and like a tablespoon of vanilla. It smelled good.
She's talking about in her simmer pots for house, like, smell with, like, natural smells or whatever. She's been kind of putting some things in there. So I have a lot of rosemary growing outside, and it's very fragrant. And so she took a few things out there. I meant put a few things in there. You can go out there and get you some more whenever you want them, because like I said, I got plenty.
And I used that thyme you gave me. I just threw it in.
Yeah. Yeah. My time is trying to dwindle down on me out there. I don't want it to.
It's time for the thyme to be done.
Yeah. I don't know what the deal is with dill, but I can't seem to grow it without it dying. Either the worms get it, or like, so if y'all have any tips on how to grow dill, like, please help me out. That is, I literally cannot seem to get it going. Like, most of the time I do basil and thyme, oregano, rosemary, those really well. And then of course, green onions, which is not a herb, but mint, and my lemon balm ended up dying after 3 years.
I need a lemon balm, spearmint.
But it's easy. It's easy though. But spearmint, yes. Like,
it's just halves?
No, like, if they have any like ends on them like this right here, you gotta cut that off, okay?
Okay.
And then like if they have like the little ends on like that, you know, you just cut those off. And then for the rest, don't put me in the eye, girl. And for the rest, like that, just kind of chopped up. I like all the things small because, you know, you have your chicken for your chunk, And we don't put this over rice or noodles. Some people do. You can put it over rice or noodles, or if you want something like with a little crunch, I guess you could add, you know, crackers or something. But for us, mostly this is something we actually eat by itself because it does have, you know, it has carbs and, you know, stuff in it already, and we just like it like that. We like it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So she's cutting up that stuff, and only one person can cut up stuff at a time. So I'm gonna start getting out some of the seasonings, and she don't want to cut this onion going back to work, so I'll do the onion and the garlic, and start getting out some of these seasonings. I like another good thing that's good for you that I put in it is, of course, I add a little bit. Let me finish my thought. I get trying to say something, and I just get sidetracked when I see something else.
I did the same thing.
Oh, so I'm looking for the turmeric, and I don't see it, but that's what I was going to say is really good for you too. It's turmeric, but I do add like a little bit of like just the granulated onion, and garlic, and I like a lot of. That's another thing that I'm not very great at growing is parsley, but I do love parsley, and if I have fresh, I put it in there. And is your rosemary? You been watering it?
I haven't even started doing it yet.
Oh, girl, it's probably dead then.
Oh, do I have to do it right?
Oh my.
Well, then you might have to give me another piece. I'll just use that piece then.
Yeah, you might want to just use that one for your fragrance thing and get you another. But yeah, I have some in here. It looks like it's almost about to start sprouting. Some little roots on there. I got like a little twig of that, and then I got like a little twig of the thyme and stuff like that, seeing if I can get some more started just in case it gets too cold here. And if it starts dying out there. Sometimes it seems like a couple years it lived through the cold, and then a couple years it didn't. So I guess I really don't know. I haven't done. I've researched it before, but it's been a while back, and I can't remember.
I gotta go.
You gotta go? Okay. Well, all right. Let me just pause this right quick then, and I'll pick back up with it here. And
I was trying to hurry up and cut these up a little bit. You'll have to cut them up
all right.
smaller, but
say bye to everybody, and we'll.
bye.
You might have to be our taste tester since we got ball practice and all that tonight. You may have to do a little video showing them the finished product and how good it is.
Okay. Well, I tried to set up most of the stuff, but bye guys. I'll see y'all later when I try it.
Okay, y'all. The husband's over here cutting up some chicken. They, like I said, they didn't have any chicken breast. Usually, you do about probably for this pot about 4, 5, 6 chicken breasts, depending on how much. We have a big, you know, it's 4 of us. We all eat it, and so we're doing that whole big package of the chicken breast that chicken tenderloins that I just showed you. He turned off some of the skin stuff and everything. They also did not have the bone broth concentrate that I usually get from Walmart, so we just got this right here. It's just a box of it, and that's the nutritional value on it. This is just so much better for you than just like regular bouillon and stuff. But we do have this. If you don't have the bone broth or can't afford it, then there's some other options you can do like this. Or you can even boil you some chicken ahead of time and use your own bone broth. So I'm gonna pour this in here, and then also, let's see here, this is 32 ounces, and I add a few more cups of water. Let me see how much. It smells good. And let's see. Shake this up a minute. Cup. It's going to equal out to be about 2 cups. Okay. I'm going to pour that over all of this. And like I said, the chicken, we're putting that in last, but it doesn't, as far as like things, but it doesn't matter what you put in first or last. You can go ahead and put that in there if you want to, it's fine. And Now I'm just gonna add some more water. I would say probably, and you can add a little, do we have olive oil over here right now? You can add like a teaspoon of olive oil or something if you want to. You don't have to. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. I'm not finding it right now, but I might add it in a minute if I find that. Usually we'll add how much ever water I add, I'll add enough chicken bouillon or whatever to match that, just to finish it up. But see, right here, our pan is getting full. The pot is getting full here. So then I'll add the seasonings, and I think I add about a big tablespoon of turmeric, and then probably 3 tablespoons of parsley, because I love a lot of that. Can't add too much parsley. Let me just go ahead and do it while I'm talking. So I add about 3 tablespoons of that. Oh, that's good. It just kind of flew out, but like I said, you really can't add too much of that. I just love that stuff. And a big tablespoon of this. And now you can make a smaller pot. Obviously, you would, half all this. And soup is an acquired taste. Thank you. This soup is an acquired taste. So, and I just add like literally the crushed red pepper. I literally just added just a few flakes because my boys don't. Me and Jeremy and Macy, we could have extra in there. This is some olive oil. Here, I'm gonna just put about a teaspoon of it in there. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit in here. So it. Actually, I'm gonna add a little bit more than that. So probably either 2 or 3 teaspoons. And all right, thanks, babe. And then I'll add. I didn't have a lot of oregano that I brought in from the garden, so I'll add another tablespoon of oregano. And Italian seasoning. I just start adding stuff in, y'all. Really, it's never really the same, but it always tastes good. And babe, will you get me some? What did I just do with that? Will you get me some water? Like, I think do right here. You can do it right here. Just do like that was 2, 4, 6, 6 cups. Be good. And then just probably a teaspoon or so of the onion powder. And a teaspoon or so of the garlic powder. Ooh, this one's the big one, the big side. I think I ended up putting 4 cloves of garlic in here.
So 6?
Yes.
6?
Yes, please. And you can put poultry seasoning just a little bit. The poultry seasoning has got sage in it. You don't want to add a lot of sage in this, so just like a few sprinkles. I just try to add some goodness and yumminess to kind of help aid in making somebody's body feel better and all those herbs this sick time of year. Let's see. 1 teaspoon per serving. Okay. So I'm just going to add, I'm adding 6 cups of plain water, so I'll either add bouillon cubes or this to match that. So this makes 25 cups. Calories per cube. So I'm just going to kind of add in a little bit of all of it. So I'm going to add in 2 or 3 cubes, and then I need a little bit more water. I like to have it covered because we like. What do you love, babe? The juice. I love you too, but I'm talking about of this. You love the juice.
Yes, absolutely.
Like he likes, we'll turn his bowl up and drink it. But
the broth, the gravy, whatever you want to call
broth, yeah. The soup juice. The soup juice. Well, babe, he just came back from a checkup, his 2-week checkup from his surgery.
9 cups.
How'd that go?
Went good, thank you, Lord.
No, go ahead and add it. I think I end up doing, for this pot, I ended up doing 11 last time. But I already had 2, so no, just go ahead and finish that cup. Just 1 more cup. That'll make it 10 cups, and then I did the 2 cups of this. So that's actually 12 cups. So I add in a few of those. And then salt. So for salt, you don't want to get it too salty. You can always add salt, but you can't take it away. So I do probably, I do like a teaspoon or two, and then like I said, taste it once it gets done. So then I'll put this in the Instant Pot, and I'll turn it on for 35 minutes, and then it's done. So that's basically, I mean, I'm gonna stir it up and stuff, but I'm not just gonna hold y'all on here or anything any longer. But basically, I just push pressure cook on here. Get this out. Get your pot in there after I get everything stirred up, and you push this right here. Can you see this on there, Jeremy?
Hold on.
No, you can leave it there. I'm just saying, I'm gonna push pressure cook, and if you don't have pressure cook, you can push something like meat or something like that cooks hard. I mean, it cooks high.
Want to show it?
And I don't think that. I mean, I'm just gonna turn it down to about 35 minutes. I'm probably gonna do 40 just because we're not eating right now, and so it's not gonna matter. But because we're gonna eat this later on tonight for supper, so put on 40, and then as you start it, get all this stirred up, put it in there, and then get that started, and then it's literally done. And we'll show you what it looks like. You can bring it over here and show it this as I stir it if you want to. And then that. So this is this right here. All this yumminess. Look at all this yumminess. So yummy. And I'm talking about it tastes so good, y'all. Literally so good, don't it, babe?
Yep.
I don't know why we don't make this more, but we do make it a lot of times during the winter months because, you know, it's just so good. But it's good left over. Super good left over. I guess everything just kind of sets in all the stuff, and that juice really sets in, and it's just so good. All right, we'll show y'all the finished product. Thank you. Y'all, here is the finished product. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Here, I got me some in a bowl, and let me see how it tastes. It's real hot. So good. So I would definitely not add any more salt. It's like perfection on the salt. So if I would have added any more, it would have been too much. But oh my gosh, y'all, it is so good. And literally, I'll eat this until every bit of this is gone. This whole entire big pot right here, I will literally eat it until it's gone. Like whatever my family don't eat. And I'll be like, oh, are you sure you want some of that? No, you don't really want none of that. No, I'm just kidding. But after the first day, I'm like, I'll take all the leftovers. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So y'all give it a try. It really is good. And I will say this. You can put noodles in it. I'm not a pasta person, and I really don't care for rice too much. Except for with, you know, a few things like gumbo, because it's more like gravy-ish. This is more like a liquid, you know, liquid or whatever. So for me, I really don't like care for it too much in there. But a lot of people do. Of course, you know, if you're going to add rice, you need to cook your rice with salt, or either, you know, you might need some more salt if you add pasta or rice. But anyway, it's really good, and is very good this time of the year with all the sickness going around and the cold and everything. And if you don't like things, like I kind of like them chunky because we don't eat it with rice and pasta. So if you like it, you know, like the cabbage and all that other things, like cut them smaller if you want to. Sometimes I cut them real small because the boys, when they first were starting to eat it, they don't like anything, you know, like chunks of stuff like that. So the only thing I'd really have chunky in there would be the chicken. But so just do it to your preference. And it may take an acquired taste if you're not used to eating things with herbs and stuff like that. And you can even leave the herbs out if you want to. It's just, it makes it more healthy. And I love herbs and have a garden with herbs in them. So anyways, thank y'all so much. And we need y'all to like and subscribe. My kids are wanting to do YouTube videos, and so I'm kind of putting myself out here for them, trying to do a few things so they can have these things when they get older too, and just different things, because we're always busy doing something, whether it's cooking or baseball or hunting or something outside, and even video games inside when it's cold and stuff. So if y'all will like and subscribe, because we need some traffic there, and comment too if you want to, and show us, like, tell us some things you'd like to see, or some things you did or didn't like about this. All right, Judea, let's try it.
I'm about to taste this soup.
Yeah.
Like really good.
It's so yummy. It is so good.
It's real good.
Thanks, Judea. I'm so glad you like it.
It's been a long time since I had.
Don't talk your mouth full, silly. I love you.
That's what's in it. Cabbage, tomatoes,
Not tomatoes. That's bell pepper.
carrots.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
told him what all was in it when I made it. But yeah, it's cabbage, chicken, bunch of herbs, onions, onions and
It's
garlic.
really healthy.
It's really healthy. I'm so glad you're eating it good. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I love you too.
Sweetie pie. So good. All right, Jonah. Tell us what you think about it, buddy.
Good. It's good. Eat good.
Look at me. Jonah, he's the one who likes mostly the chicken. What'd you say?
It's good.
All right.
I already almost ate all
He's over
mine.
here a little more shy. You like, hey, try some of the other stuff. Each time you've been liking a little bit like the carrots and stuff. You've been liking that. There you go. All right. Thank y'all.